On this first episode of WHYOSPHERE, we're diving into a strange but familiar feeling. Why we cringe when we look back at our old texts, posts, and memories. If you've ever cringed at your old posts, you're not alone. Stick around and maybe hit subscribe if your ego survives. Have you ever scrolled through your old Facebook posts only to be hit by a full-body cringe that made you want to melt into the floor? Maybe it was a selfie with a weird filter, a deep quote you barely understood, or that one video where you swore you were being hilarious. But here's the thing. You're not alone. We all cringe at our past selves. And that uncomfortable feeling? It's not just embarrassment. It's psychology. Let's unpack why we do this, and why it might actually be a good thing. So what exactly is that, "ugh, I was so weird" reaction? Psychologists call it self-discrepancy, the gap between who we were and who we are now. When we see our past actions, we're looking at them with our current mindset, values, and self-awareness. Basically, it's like watching a cringy movie where the main character is you. Except now, you know better. This is a sign that you've grown. You're mentally updated, like a better version of your own software. So those old moments feel outdated, even if they made sense back then. Here's the kicker. Your brain doesn't store memories like a hard drive. It reconstructs them. Every time you remember something, your brain edits it based on your current self-image and emotions. So when you remember that awkward middle school presentation or that one time you overshared in a group chat, your brain isn't showing you what really happened. It's giving you a remastered cringe edition with judgmental commentary. We're wired to be our own worst critics. Believe it or not, cringing at our past is an important feature, not a bug. It's your brain's way of saying, "Hey, we've evolved. Let's not do that again." That emotional discomfort helps shape future behavior. It's a low-key survival tactic, an internalized social cue that pushes us to fit in better, communicate clearer, or be more self-aware. So in a strange way, cringe is growth. It means your standards have changed. You're becoming the kind of person your past self would probably admire, and maybe even be a little intimidated by. But what about people who seem to have zero self-awareness? Well, some researchers suggest that people with certain personality traits, like narcissism or low introspective ability, don't experience this cringe in the same way. Cringe requires empathy. It means being able to reflect and recognize flaws. So, if you never cringe at your past, that might be the real red flag. So, the next time you stumble across an old post, photo, or memory that makes you wince, remember, that feeling isn't shame. It's a sign you've grown. It's proof you've evolved. Cringe is just your past self, meeting your present self, and realizing you've come a long way. If you enjoyed this breakdown, consider subscribing. We dive deep into the why behind what we feel, fear, and do. Because the more we understand ourselves, the less we fear our past, and the more we shape our future.